Alright, hello, and this is the number 42 of my accountability to myself. And today I genuinely want to mention about several things, but first of all, I figured out that most of the people who accidentally watch my videos or click on them are from USA. And I don't know, I feel so awkward because I just picture in my mind people are watching my video when I'm trying to explain some things in English, and English is their native language, and my English is language that I was learning like over the past 2-3 years, and I might make such a strange sentence structures. Maybe I might make some strange grammar mistakes. So I don't know. It makes me feel uneasy a bit. But alright, I don't really care about this because this is just a way of self-accountability, and I realize it really works. I guess it really works because it's been 42 days. But compared today, my condition, things that I have in my mind, it's not about changing my mindset. I realize some things. No, it's the way I see myself. I see what I'm going to do. What am I doing is way better than it was 42 days ago. And it's something that it's flattering to realize that it's not in vain all of my effort. So basically, let me start mentioning about everything I've done per day, and at the same time I'll try to explain some things that I have in my mind, because I still have a lot to say, but I cannot say about this properly because I didn't process all of this information, and there are a lot of things that I need to work with, to comprehend, to fathom totally what does mean, how to say it, how to interpret this. Woke up today at 7:30, which is a bit late, but I felt just amazing. I slept a bit more than 8 hours, and I don't know why it matters so badly, but when I sleep 7 hours 40 minutes, I don't really feel good during the day, and I would even say that from time to time I'm tired. But when I sleep 8 hours 10 minutes, 8 hours 20 minutes, I feel amazing during the whole day. Of course, from time to time I might feel like I wanna sleep, but it's okay. In general, it's okay. And yeah, one of the things I'm not gonna say anymore is that I'm tired, that I don't have time. First, I'm not gonna complain. I will try to avoid this. I will try avoid complaining at all, because it subconsciously makes my mind believe that I cannot do something, that I need to pity myself, that I need some rest, that I cannot execute those tasks, which is really horrible, because if subconsciously I make myself believe that I need some rest, and rest is not like sleeping, it's watching reels, which is a dreadful form of procrastination, which I don't really want to have in my life. Because today, especially, I was reading some more about rapid dopamine spikes that we have watching reels, how our muscle atrophies while watching reels, how our prefrontal cortex of the brain is getting impaired, and all of those things. Unfortunately, I cannot really deeply talk about this. I would try, maybe tomorrow, maybe in several days, I will try to prepare and to train it as a speech. I can't guarantee that I'm going to publish this, because it's purely for myself. Even those videos, it's purely for myself, but I really appreciate when someone watch this, comment this, like this. Like it's really cool, but I cannot really be dependent on this, because if nobody watch it, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop it, because I have 240 days that I have to overcome no matter what's going on. What will be after those 240 days? I don't know. Am I going to continue or no? I don't really think about this, because it makes no sense. I will think about this in 198 days. So I woke up, and basic morning stuff took about an hour. After that, I was studying French for 1 hour 10 minutes. I went to the gym, and I questioned myself. What happened in my life that gym became a part of my life? Because going to the gym, indeed, it's a very huge privilege, because you are able to discipline yourself, to get stronger mentally, and to train your body. And training your body, muscles, all of those things, it's something that impossible to buy, and it's something that impossible to pretend like you have this. For example, money, you can borrow them, you can pretend for a week somewhere, like you are so rich, you can borrow a car, make some photos, publish them, and you are a cool guy. You can learn one topic, and you can talk everyone about this. Everyone is gonna think you are smart. You can pretend that you are smart, but you will never be able to pretend like you are strong, like you have muscles, and like you are in a good shape. Because it's something that literally requires time, effort, consistency, and discipline. There are a lot of people who are going to the gym, and they're not like obsessed with this idea. They are going there just because they like this, and I also like this, going to the gym. But I'm trying to comprehend what happened in my mind, because I've been going to the gym 17 days in a row. Normally it's 25 times per month, maybe 24. But now I'm going 17 days in a row, and I want to finish this month going 30 days in a row to the gym. It must be really great, and I don't need any explanations that I need rest and stuff like this. I know about this, but in my case, it works literally great when I don't rest. When I'm going to the gym every day, I'm training separately each group of muscles. I feel amazing. I feel like my strength accumulates, and I feel great. If I feel great, I guess I can work in this way. And I'm just curious what happened, especially today in the morning. What happened in my life that I'm going every day, regardless I want this or I don't want this, regardless it's raining outside or it's sunny, because today was a rainy day. In Belgium, every day is rainy, and it was a rainy morning. It was Sunday. I almost didn't see people outside. However, it was almost 10 a.m. I was walking through the center of the city, and I almost didn't see any people. So people literally consider those 2 days as weekends when they can do whatever they want, and they have a rule, like they have a right to do this, and it's great. I would do the same, but it's too early. I will have opportunities to rest in the future, but not right now. And I was going to the gym, and I asked myself why I never ever consider the case scenarios that I can stay at home and do something instead of gym. Like normally when I want to study, but I don't really feel like, I can consider some other options. What could I do instead? And it feeds my mind with some ideas, with some temptations, not to study but to do some other stuff. But it never happens with gym. Never. I always go there. I don't question myself. I just put clothes on. I just get dressed. I go to the gym. I train. I return home. And it's a really powerful tool, like going to the gym, because of the gym I regularly sleep 8 hours. I have my sleep schedule. I eat healthy over the past 3 years, which is, I think, really beneficial for my health, especially in the long run. I really rarely get sick. I don't remember when I was sick the last time, and I don't know, is this because I'm sleeping, eating, gym, and or no, but anyway, I managed to build some kind of body that is not bad, that definitely is not basic. And I keep doing this every day. So I was just curious, how can I implement this doing some other stuff that might bring me money, that might develop myself, that might develop some skills, some literally useful skills, just how to get obsessed with this idea. And I think how to say this? Alright, put it in this way. I like gamble, but I never gamble. Like, I have never played casino or stuff like that, never. And I'm not gonna start doing this. I'm not craving this. But when I feel some kind of competition, I can go the extra mile to do everything, because I want to compete and I want to win. And when I have some aims, and when I see how to achieve them, I don't see any obstacles. The first my aim when I started going to the gym was to be cut. I was cut, then I realized I want to get some muscles. I started gaining muscles, but it's boring. It's a long process. It's a really long process. You cannot see progress in a month. Sometimes in 2 and 3 months, you cannot see the progress. And honestly, in my case, I haven't seen the progress over the past 3 years, because from time to time, every day, I see myself in the mirror without t-shirt, and like, I have kind of the same body. And just like in 2 years, I realized, damn, I have some changes. In 3 years, I realized, wow, that's the body I really like. But the point is, I've never had a breakthrough, a moment when I could say, yesterday my body was mediocre, but today it's a great body. I didn't have this moment, and I was just trying to achieve an aim. First it was to bench 100, then to bench 110, and now it's to bench 120. And I don't really care how long it's gonna take. I mean, changes of my body, I don't really track it, like how my weight changes, how my body changes. I just see that I have a good physique. Once per several months, I can realize I'm a bit bigger than I was previously, and nothing more. I'm just obsessed with an idea to bench more. And I guess I need to find some innocence, or I don't remember how those words, I was studying word, I just forgot how the word, when I have a strong desire to do this. I mean, normally I just need an aim that I see how to achieve, and I don't know, that's probably it, I guess. I didn't really think about this idea a lot. I want to break down this idea. I want really to look on my path over the past 3 years, since the moment I started going to the gym till today, why I was so consistent, why I could abandon. And the most interesting, after benching 120, I want to cut. After cutting, I don't want to bench 130 because it's gonna take too much effort and it's gonna make me probably, it's, how to say this, sometimes it's better to train wisely, and sometimes I don't really train wisely when I'm trying to beat my record, never mind, probably I will bench 130 in 3 years, but I'm not gonna try to do this as soon as possible. And I mean, I won't have any aims, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna abandon. Why? Because I found this formula. I'm going to the gym, I'm eating healthy, I'm sleeping well. My body is looking good. I don't want to lose it. I want even to improve it. So I'm gonna keep going to the gym. And honestly, I cannot imagine a moment in my life when I'm gonna stop doing this. Even being 50 years old, 60, 70, I cannot imagine I'm gonna stop doing this. Of course, it's not about lifting extremely hard weights, but just about doing sport. I just found a way that makes me better, at least that keeps me in better condition. So I don't want to abandon this. So I genuinely don't understand people who start going to the gym and then abandon this. And at the same time, I want to find other things that I can do beside gym, because gym it's probably the only thing that I was doing over the past 3 years, no matter how I felt. When I wasn't motivated, when I wasn't disciplined, when I didn't have any desire, when I had some bad habits, I was going to the gym every day. It was non-negotiable. And I want to implement more things in my life that are gonna develop me, that are gonna improve me, not only in terms of body, but in terms of everything, in terms of mind, in terms of communication, in terms of making money, and so on. So it's really an interesting idea that I want to think more about, and maybe I'm gonna do this tomorrow, maybe I won't, because I have lots of topics that I want to think about, and sometimes just my distribution of time doesn't allow me to learn all of that stuff. So I returned home after gym and I had 3 hours and 10 minutes of self-reflection. And it was really important because this time I faced some things that I was scared to realize. I'm not gonna mention about them, but it's something really important, and I hope I will start work on them in order to become a person who will be able to achieve my aims that I want to achieve. Because if today I didn't achieve my aims, today I achieved everything that I could achieve with the person I am today. And they're really ambitious aims that I have. And I know about this. I have to change as a person, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some challenges. It's gonna take some efforts. So yeah. After self-reflection, I was studying French for 1 more hour. In total, I have 2 hours and 10 minutes of studying French per day, and it's impossible. I'm studying all the times, conditions, parfait, imparfait, futur simple, futur proche, passé composé, and I just wanna die studying all this stuff. I know this is impossible. Then I was studying English for 1 hour, and I couldn't really stop, so I was studying for 35 minutes that I was planning. And English is something that I genuinely like to do. And yeah, so I had 1 hour and 35 minutes of studying English. After that, I was reading a book for 30 minutes. And in Instagram, normally I save some. Previously, when I was using Instagram more to watch reels, I had sometimes in recommendations reels with some not really common words in English, but that I never use, like slime scale or no, lemon scale. I don't really remember. Stain, like a stick spot, like stuff like that I've never used because I was studying vocabulary more with higher level to be able to express my thoughts, and I didn't really need those words, so I want to learn some more regular English that I can use on a daily basis and that must be used on a daily basis in general. So I spent 20 more minutes. As a result, I have 2 hours and 10 minutes of studying French. 1 hour 55 minutes of studying English, 30 minutes of reading book, and in total I have 4 hours 5 minutes of studying plus 3 hours 10 minutes of self-reflection, which equals to 7 hours 15 minutes of something as development per day, which is not really bad. And the only thing I noticed that I want to change, I have a plan, and today I had 8 tasks that I wanted to execute per day, but I wasn't able to execute 2 of them. Now it's like 9:20 p.m. and I need to have my dinner and to go to sleep in order to wake up tomorrow early morning, at least at 7 a.m. And returning from the gym, I want to get a habit to execute all of my tasks as soon as possible, and then I will have about 4 hours of free time, and I will be able to spend it for studying English more, for self-reflection, for any stuff I want. Because when I spend in the middle of the day 3 hours and 10 minutes of self-reflection, it's hard to close all of my tasks. So it's a small changes that I would like to do, but now currently it's really not bad. By the way, I had a moment when I returned from the gym. I wasted maybe minutes 20-30 watching reels, and it's something I didn't like. And yeah, I want to change to that extent when I'm not gonna consume it at all, when I'm not gonna return to some even engagement content. Of course, something like skateboarding I'm gonna watch, but there are some content kind of garbage that doesn't make any sense, but I just watch it because I got used to watch it, and it's just interesting to me sometimes, just kind of to chill. But in general, if I want to change myself as a person, if I want to change myself as an individual who is able to achieve his real aims, probably I need to abandon this. And now I'm gonna to eat, and I don't know what I'm gonna watch, honestly, because in the end of the day, I like to indulge myself with 30-40 minutes of watching engaging content, entertainment content, while eating. But right now, I don't know. I will see what I'm gonna watch. But this day was kind of not bad. Probably longest video. Oh no, I had October analysis, so it's not the longest, but it's the longest when I'm just talking. Yes, so without being said, thanks for watching. If someone watched this moment 24 minutes, and see you next time.